That's the job,
So yeah,
Dave. What just fell
we
there?
some fucking TV stand in the middle of talking, like just came down on top of me. I tried to set up like a bit of a set in my room, like
Yeah, what's that? UFC 202, is it? Oh,
to
Diaz and thing. You were at that fight,
that's,
yeah?
yeah, that's straight from America. Now that
Oh,
poster
brilliant,
took
brilliant.
from a Jack's.
And what else is there?
There's a Liverpool scarf here.
Oh,
You can barely see it.
yeah, we can't see that no at all almost.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I didn't want to cover anything, like. And then
Yeah.
you have I don't know if you can see that.
No.
Muhammad Ali,
Oh,
Sonny
brilliant.
Liston.
Love it.
Oh, brilliant. Oh,
Yeah,
brilliant.
yeah. I don't know. What can you see here? Can you see three boys run a Cork in the background?
I can
Yeah,
see him there.
that's old
I can
school,
see
boy.
that.
Old school.
And I see a few family photos down the end, but you
Yeah.
know,
How's
can't see them.
the beast from the east up your way?
It's actually fine. There's no fucking storm, is there? No storm.
I
I
don't
was
know,
anticipating the worst storm in Irish history, and
Yeah.
I
In
didn't
terms
see
of
it.
like wind and all that, like it's fine here really. Like it's just pure snowfall, like, do you know?
yeah, that's
It's
it.
just
It's all
gone,
snow.
yeah.
And I
It's
actually
actually
think
grand, like.
yeah, I saw on Twitter, when was it yesterday, that in Canada we're a laughing stock. We've made Canadian news, like.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that like
that we've
we have a
locked
few
down.
inches of snow.
Do you know
Yeah,
what? On
and
that note, right? My mother rang her brother yesterday,
mm,
they live in Rhode Island, like him and his wife, and they
yeah.
said like, oh, do you know how bad is it? How many inches are you after getting or whatever? And she was like 2 inches or something, like, and they absolutely erupted laughing down the phone, like that we locked down the whole country for 2 inches of snow, like they couldn't get over it, like. But
It's insane. And the fucking bread thing. What's the bread thing about, like?
yeah,
People
I
buying
don't know.
loaves of bread.
That's crazy, like, isn't it?
I saw. Did you see? There was a video on Facebook yesterday of a bread van going into Centra, and people
No,
were just at the entrance, literally grabbing the bread as it came off the thing. Like it's.
but
I
why?
think
Like, do you need bread to survive or something? Like, what about all the other food, like? Do you know?
PJ Gallagher tweeted like, and he
Yeah,
was like, "What's this like? When the country goes into lockdown, we all make toasties. Like, what's the story? Like, I thought that
weird,
was brilliant.
weird. Yeah. Speaking of him, actually, did you see the young offenders? No,
No, no,
no.
no, 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 no. I'm only on the third episode now. Jeez, the
Yeah,
third episode was emotional, lad.
it was.
No,
Did you see by the graveyard?
Jesus,
That
that
was
was.
unreal. I thought.
It was like funny, but like there was bits then you're like, you're wiping away a bit,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Jesus.
I was almost. It was like that, like, you're almost laughing, but then it's a serious moment as well, like. But it was very good, like.
I think that's the best thing about it. They made such a serious, like, emotional moment
Become kind
lighthearted
of
as
funny,
well.
like.
Like,
Whoever's
yeah,
writing that show is just an absolute genius, like. As I
I
said
don't know
to
who
you,
it
like,
is.
do you know, whatever, like, we'd like to get the two boys on the podcast, but I want to get the writer on, like, I want to chat to
Mm-hmm.
that fella. He is so funny. Like, I watched it yesterday. Oh, yeah, you haven't seen it, but, like, nothing beats the second episode. Like, that was just absolutely priceless. Like,
Yeah, that's been your favorite so far now.
oh, by a mile, like, when he's wrestling the father on the ground, what
When
was
he's asking your one out,
oh, yeah, that was the best one. So, let's cut the shit. Let's cut
cut
the
the
shit.
bullshit.
Oh, that was just absolutely brilliant. Like,
Or even
so
when they're playing with Jock, like, mate, like Jock's your one, like Jock's Linda,
yeah.
and
Oh, and
she's like, I'll have to check my diary. He's like,
yeah,
well, fuck off. So if you want me, fuck off.
yeah. Oh, brilliant. Like,
It's just pure Cork, like pure Cork.
it is. Yeah. Very
And
relatable.
you watched the football last night?
Nah, didn't watch a minute. What did they win? 3-0, was it?
3-0 again, same
Yeah.
scoreline as Sunday.
Mm.
I'd say your man's gone. Wenger has to go,
Wenger.
surely. What you think?
Suppose, like, I don't know. I'm not really keeping tune with it, to be honest. Like,
I give a fuck, really. Like,
I don't know if he'll go or not. Like, they've been saying it for years. I'm sick of people banging the drum. Like, I'd say,
just sack him, like, just
yeah,
fucking
but they
do
probably
it.
won't though. Like, he's been part of the woodwork for so long. It's just a
Mm,
case of leaving him go on his own terms. Like, but when
yeah.
when is his contract up?
He only signed a 2-year
Oh, did he?
extension last season,
And
yeah.
I'd say he's happy out hanging on as well. I'd say, is he?
He said that he's after turning down massive job offers, like, from
Yeah,
big clubs
go away.
to stay with Arsenal. But you're ruining your legacy,
He
like.
should go
Just
over
do
now
it.
to a French club or something, like fucking.
Retire at home, like, yeah.
Yeah, somewhere over there, like some, I don't know, Monaco or PSG or Marseille or someone, like. You know, he
I
loves his
don't know.
French players, like.
Mm,
Is that a
I
Frankie
know.
Nuts mug you have there, man?
Tis boy. Look,
Cool.
I bring it into the
Oh my
camera.
God, Frankie Nuts
Thankfully
mug,
now. Look, little plug for my own Insta then, look.
limited edition. Look at this fella, boy. Might have to edit the podcast out to cut that out.
Where's your mug? Where's your mug, boy? That's not frankly not at all. Get that over it. Bulgaria. Fuck it out.
Boy. Homemade, traditional. I bought it off a lovely lady in a stall over in Bulgaria when I was there recently, and it's a fine mug.
It's lovely. It's lovely.
Beautiful, yeah. I'd love if we could start making ones like these.
You never know. Hey, we might evolve into it.
yeah, perfect. Moving on anyway. So
I didn't think this. I thought this was going to be a bit awkward. No, after last night's smashing, like we actually didn't hear.
I'm bitter, like. I'm still bitter, like.
5 to 12, we didn't. You just chopped the chat, like. Oh God.
Like, to give people a bit of context, right? So I was talking smack inside in our college WhatsApp group about FIFA. And, Kev was trying to qualify for the weekend league in Ultimate Team FIFA. And I said, not a hope, Kev. And he couldn't take that abuse. And he was... I said, have you ever qualified? Like, it's what? Week 30 now in the FIFA calendar, probably, like, which you never have, like. So I was just calling out realism, like. And I didn't qualify myself. And
how often have you qualified? Like, once he's ever qualified, like, once out of 30 weeks. Go on anyway.
One more time than you, bro. So I was just calling you out, and then you decided to call me out to take me on in FIFA, and I said it'd be a walk in the park. I think the last time we played it was 5-1 or 7-1 or something like that, and so you called me out. What did I go 2-0 up within the first 20 minutes? Hit the woodwork twice as well, right? Then I was playing 3 at the back. I went ultra attacking. I was like, all right, I'm going to 7-0 him here just to put him to bed quietly. Like, went ultra attacking. Then you came back 2-2, and then the 90th minute you got your Martial header, and I actually roared. My old man was on the phone in the next room, and I roared, "Fuck!" And he got up. He was like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "Just go away." So yeah.
That was some game.
The next game was almost a carbon copy. I went 2-0 up in what, 5 minutes?
Yeah. 6 minutes, I think.
Did you see
Dele Alli?
The first goal was Dele Alli, and I left the replay play and everything. I'd say you were disgusted with that, yeah.
I was just like, look, it's the exact same as that. He's gone 1-0 up. But when you went 2-0 up with Mane's goal, I was like, shit, like this, I'm in trouble here, I'd say. Because it was only 6 minutes gone. I was like, this could be a whitewash.
Oh, I wanted that. And I had the rage built up from the game before, so I was like, no let up here. But, like, you're well able to come back, like, I'll give you that, like. And I'm well able to fucking calf, like, so. It's a bit of both, like.
The third game was probably our best game.
Yeah.
0-0. My heart was going 90. I was like, when it was extra time, I thought I cannot let him score. Like, I'll never live it down if you score in extra time here. Yeah. This is it. And then I banged it in.
My head just melted. Like, I went into creativity, or I just started lacking creativity big time. Oh, yeah, in that third game as well, right? You went 2-0 up in extra time, yeah? And then I got the goal at Dele Alli. And then you went to the corner for 4 minutes. That was shocking etiquette. Shocking etiquette. And then you passed out and Gundogan hits the bar, like. But I was so pissed off that etiquette, lad. In the corner with Daley Blind and Harry Kane, like, absolute joke.
I knew you were annoyed as well, because after the game, usually you write in saying, like, blah, blah, hit the woodwork 20 times. You actually didn't write in, like.
No, I was just like, I'll be the bigger man here and walk away.
I was like, pod is cancelled tomorrow.
I did not want to do this podcast. I'm bitter, like, I want a rematch today.
Yeah, we could do it after this. Straight after this, get into it.
Perfect.
And I beat you again.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
have you watched?
Oh, talk to me.
No, I was just going to say, have you watched much Netflix over these 2 days? The Snowmageddon?
Nothing, actually. Snowmageddon, I like it. Nothing, I don't think.
If you haven't, check out Cardboard Gangsters.
Cardboard Gangsters. Who's involved in that? Because I've heard someone say that to me recently as well.
Your man John Connors. Do you know the guy that was in Love Hate? Yeah, he's in it. He's like the lead actor in it.
Right.
It's just basically about a group of friends from a rough area, Dublin. Yeah. And obviously money's tight, so they get involved in drugs, like, and things just escalate from that. Then, like, the story progresses. Oh, it's unbelievable. And it's sweet as well. It's only an hour and a half long, like.
Yeah. And so you've been watching that? Film. Oh, that's a film. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. It's a film. I watched it. When did I watch it? 2 nights ago, I'd say. 2 nights ago, yeah. The first night of the snow, I watched it.
Yeah.
But what's the Irish award? I did the IFTAs. Is that what they're called?
I'd say so, yeah.
I think he won the
awards.
Yeah, he won the lead actor for that.
Right,
male actor
for
that film. Like. So, definitely check it out.
Have you watched anything else on Netflix?
No, I'm shocked. Oh, I started watching the Juventus documentary.
Oh yeah, how far are you in?
Second episode, third episode maybe.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Absolutely
I've
brilliant.
done
Have
two,
you
right?
watched it?
Yeah, I watched two of them.
They're fucking brilliant.
It's well hyped, alright, isn't it? And narrated and all that. Like, it's very like dramatic, like. But
yeah, the American narration in it is what kind of gets like
my buddy was watching it now when they're playing back from Bulgaria last week, and he was like, "I hate the narrator," just because it's so hyped and it's almost kind of superficial to what you think, I suppose. Like, but it's cool though. Like anybody who's about to watch it now, this is a bit of a spoiler alert here. 3, 2, 1. You're gonna get a spoiler here, so you can tune in.
Loves a spoiler.
Says your man. Is it in the first episode when they play the game against? Is it the U team or they play the game and then all the fans get involved and all that? Like that is so cool. Like.
And they do it every year or something, is it? They're real, like, family club or something.
It's unbelievable, yeah. And, you know, when they go to that house and they're talking to, like, the president or whoever he is, like, and they're just all there, and they made it look unreal, like. I presume it is good, but, like, they made it look unreal. And just talking to Buffon and stuff as well, like, he's just an absolute fine wine, like.
Oh, I hope he never retires, like. No. I presume it's going to happen the end of this season, like, is this?
Yeah, I think he says it in it, alright.
Does he?
I think he does. Yeah, but like, I spoiled it for you. But yeah, it's very good. I must watch the third one. Right, subtitles. Right, it's a bit of a balls, like, but
it's kind of like Narcos again. Like, you have to read the subtitles.
Dybala is just like the star of the show for the first episode or two. Like,
I suppose he is the star, though. He's like the Messi over there, is he not? Like the Argentinian. Yeah. What else was I going to say to you? You were busy yesterday with the old drone boy.
Yeah, had to go, right.
If anyone hasn't seen it, check out the
Instagram post, latest post, Frankly Nuts. Yep. There's not going to be anything I just put in there because we're not actually editing this.
We're not editing it, it's straight up.
Yeah.
Sweet post, like.
Yeah, like.
You want to tell us how you did it?
So I pressed start and then the drone went up and then it captured me. And that's how it was. But one of the boys just called me out there in the Facebook video. Did you see that? Was the voice supposed to be backwards? Because, like, you know, when you do it in the snow and you do it, like, once it's done, like, unless you go back and fill it in, like, but I wasn't doing that, like.
Yeah.
And for the Y, like, I wasn't even thinking, and, you know, I just pulled the long part of the Y, we'll say, on the opposite side than what it should have been, so I kind of looked backwards, but fuck it, like, couldn't give a fuck. And then the N in the Frankly looks like an M as well, but fuck it.
Fuck it. Like, sure, how long did that take you to do? Couple of minutes, or was
yeah,
this?
as in 5 minutes, like, yeah. Instead of 3 cameras, put one camera on my head, a GoPro, put a DSLR on the car on a tripod looking down, and then I had an assistant flying the drone overhead throughout. So, yeah, it's cool, and it's gone down well. I'm surprised it's gone down so well. It was very simple.
It's over 200 likes there now, like,
I'd say people are stuck inside, like, and it's a trendy video, like, so.
That's the thing, like, everyone's just on Instagram now or they're on Facebook.
The snow is some place now for content, like
creator heaven right now, like.
Oh, like, everything looks unbelievable, like I'm looking outside my front door here, like, and it's a fucking winter wonderland, basically, like, you know, it's crazy, and like 360 days of the year, and normally all year round, like, there's no picture to be had out there, like, you know, but step outside right there, and you're gonna get a nice old pic for yourself.
And have you been out in a much? Have you gone out
there? Out. I went up to the golf course now the other day, flying the drone again and stuff, and I'll have a little video coming myself. As you're plugging your Instagram, I'm gonna plug mine as well. So I'll have a little video coming out myself.
At JLoft1.
JLoft1, thanks for the plug, Kev. Appreciate the support. Right. So yeah, but other than that, took the odd trip. Nothing major, like, been actually locked up inside for a good bit of it, to be honest.
But that's the thing, like, because we were meant to have a podcast Wednesday, like.
Yeah, we were.
Originally we had to scrap it, and now we're Skyping, like.
Yeah.
You know, so I suppose we give a bit of context to that as well, like.
Oh yeah, sure. We've had to cancel everything, like. I had something to say there now. Forgot it. But yeah, I suppose speaking on us scrapping our podcast and stuff, the Dadbod challenge is another thing, which...
And took a massive hit.
Yeah, so, like, people who've been following that on our Instagram or whatever, we did 6 weeks of it. Then, so I went away skiing last week, and you went to Manchester/Liverpool, and we were just taking a deload week where you could just do whatever you want, like train whatever amount you want, eat whatever you want. Like it's not being tracked that week. Like, well, it will be tracked by the time we get back or whatever. But we took a deload week, and then we were to be back into it this week. And then this week came Monday.
We were still
shagged, so we both skipped the gym, and we were going to go Tuesday. What happened Tuesday then? Was Tuesday? No, Wednesday started then, wasn't it? Or whatever. So bottom
Tuesday
line,
we were in college,
between the jigs and the reels, the 1 week deload has turned into a 2 week deload, really, because you could do your home workouts or whatever, like, and there's no excuse not to, I suppose, like, but fuck that, like, do you know what I mean?
This is the best excuse, like, just chill at home now. Like,
it's like, do you know what it's like? It's like Christmas, like, there's chocolate flying everywhere, do you know, you're just slobbing around inside watching movies, etc. Like, so it's
movies, PlayStation, napping, eating. That's all you're doing. Like.
We'll be back next week.
Monday now we'll hit the ground running again.
Absolutely, hopefully if this clears. But how did your trip go? Actually,
the Manchester one. Yeah, very good, very good.
Tell your fans.
I'll tell my fans. All my fans are dying to know. It was brilliant. We went over to Manchester for my brother's 21st. Landed in Manchester late.
Shane.
Happy birthday, 21st, 21 boy, big 21 now. We all intended to go to the Liverpool and West Ham game.
Yeah.
We had 6 tickets, so there were 6 of us going, and we waited on 2 more outside the stadium, and unfortunately me and my dad had to be the gents and walk away and give the other 4 tickets, and they got to go to the game. But in saying that, we got to go to an Oktoberfest pub and beer on, like, for the day, so it was a win-win.
Sure. Yeah, who wants to see Salah when you can, you know, jugs of beer, like.
Exactly. But the worst thing was the game wasn't on in the pub, so we caught literally the last, I'd say, 2 minutes of the Ireland and Wales game, which was meant to be a cracker. Missed that.
So, so to sum up the story, like, you went all the way to Liverpool for the Liverpool West Ham game. Yeah,
and shopping, like the girls were
and shopping, right? And you got fucked over then for tickets.
So then 4 got to go.
You went to a pub then, and then it didn't even have the Liverpool game on. Oh, Jesus Christ!
We got to watch the England and Scotland rugby game, where Scotland won. So I was happy enough to be around anyway.
Yeah. It was just when you get flat for tickets anywhere like that, like, you're just, what else are you gonna do, like?
Yeah, sure. I think I sent you a Snapchat and you screenshotted it.
Yeah. Oh, where's my phone? You look fairly scattered in it, right? Like,
so, like, that summed up the weekend. And you went skiing then yourself for a week.
I did.
So, like, you would have a bit longer than me.
Do you know what? The snow is better here than it was over there, like.
Was it?
Yeah. Way better here, like.
You could get out your gear there, no one.
Yeah, we rented the gear over there, but yeah, it was good. It was very good. It actually surpassed my expectations big time. Just like we went last year, there was 11 of us, and then, like, we were only beginners last year. We didn't know it all. We had like 8 lessons booked. We went, what did we go to? I remember day 1 we went to the very first lesson.
Yeah,
we skipped the second. We missed the second lesson because the queues were so heavy that we couldn't get up in time. Then we went to the third lesson. Your man was bitter as fuck, and then he gave out to us like stink for missing the second lesson at the third lesson. So, and we'd 8 booked, and at third lesson we were like, fuck this fella, let's just hack on. So we just chopped the rest of the 5 lessons and
did your own thing, like.
And we hacked on, and, like, oh by God, was it hacking on, like, you know, we had we knew how to stop. We barely even knew how to stop, to be honest, like, and then the rest we'd kind of learn for ourselves. So I was struggling last year, like, there was 11 of us, and the group, like, skiing's rootless, like, you just, you know, you're obviously going to go as fast as you can. So there was 11 of us, and it ended up almost being 3 groups. There was like a kind of a top group of fellas who'd skied before that stuck together because they were very fast down the slopes. Then you had like a middle group, and then you had a group of fellas who just couldn't hack it at all. And I was in the middle group, but I was towards the bottom end. I was nearly dropping back. So I was going over this year. I was apprehensive. I was like, it's either make or break. If I can pick it up better this year, ideal. If not, I'm done with skiing. Like, and jeez, I don't know what it was. I suppose we went drinking on the first night we got over there. So the first morning we went up the slopes, I was hungover, the worst hungover I had in the week. And I don't know whether that helped for the fearlessness or what, like, but managed to pick it up big time. And
you're a pro now, like.
I think that's what helped my holiday so much, like, is I was able to ski so well, like, so I I was lucky with that, like. But
Jesus, sounds unreal, like.
yeah, it was good. No, right. It's very good, and it's dirt cheap. Bulgaria, like, you're talking €2 pints.
Jesus.
Like your dinner, a 3-course meal, you're talking 10-12 quid. Basically,
For nothing, like.
everything's like half price what it is here. Like, it's a cheap country. Like, it's the minimum wage is 2.35 in euros. Like, they have a currency called lev, but it's 2.35. Yeah, and I think the average wage is like the equivalent of like 4 quid or something. So it is fairly
scandalous. Like.
Yeah. But like the infrastructure of the place is poor. Like, there's buildings falling down everywhere. Like, it's a place now where so many people in the boom bought like cheap apartments and cheap holiday houses and all this, like, it's all, a lot of them still have their houses, but then it's just, there's a load of like construction that's just half destructed, and all that, like. So
Jesus.
yeah, it's shit enough in places, like, but it's so cheap and it's just so good, like. But yeah, it's unreal.
You did a little edit, like, so again, like a little plug here for your Instagram. If people want to check out what the skiing was like at J-Loft 1.
Thank you. Yeah. So
he's growing his personal brand. He's drifting away from Franklin.
I just like making videos. They're good memories, like, Like, I throw them all up on my YouTube then as well. Joe Loftus.
Jesus. Plug.
It's not for views or anything. It's purely just for memories, like a scrapbook.
Yeah,
like,
enjoyment.
Yeah, like I actually did one for last year as well, and I only just like started kind of editing last year. And,
I can remember that one, yeah.
Looking back on that now, it's cringy, like, I look at it, sickens me how shit the edit is, like, but it's still there for memories, like, it is what it is at this stage, like. But yeah, so I was happy to make a better one this year and stuff. But it's cool, even last year's one, like, the week before now we were going this year, I had a look at that, gets you hyped. Like, I made this year's one, and there was only 5 of us went this year, sorry, and I sent it on to the boys once I had it done, and they were like, one of them was like, I want to go again tomorrow, like, like,
they were sickened, like,
that it gets it hyped that much, like. Yeah, so yeah, so it was a great trip. Like, there was one stage now, right, 1 or 2 bad falls. Like, there was one landed on the shoulder, thought I dislocated that, on the rib, thought I broke my rib, and then there was one, the worst one was on my arm. Came down like you're meant to, when you're coming down the slopes, you're meant to like carve down them, basically, because as you're carving there, like, it's we'll say braking, like, just to keep it, because if you go straight down, it's lawless, like.
Yeah.
But like, we were kind of like, we'd go straight down a lot of places, like. So I was coming down this one steep enough slope, and like, there was a long straight down beyond it, like, so it was kind of safe enough that like you could just go straight down and then you'd mellow out like on the straight, like. So I decided, anyway, alright, I'm going to go straight down. So I went straight down, and just near the end of the slope, whatever, if you look away from your kind of skis or your general area at all, like, your legs go. It's weird, like, if one of the boys falls and you have a look that way, like, your ski goes as well, like, and stuff, like. So whatever I did, anyway, my 2 skis clipped each other and they both came off, and I fell. And I just put out my arm to stop me. Safety, I was going out like 30 or 40 kilometers. I was absolutely to the tilt, like, just to stop myself, and whatever way, I thought I absolutely snapped it. Like, I got up then, like, I skied down to the boys, like, boys, I think I'm done, but I was like, I'll ski on a while, and sure, by the end of the day,
fucking trooper, by
the end of the day, it was grand.
A few pints and you were fine, like.
There was one woman then that I absolutely wiped out, and
Jesus,
if she's ever watching this video, I'm truly sorry, madame. So I was coming down the slope like that again. It was our very last run of the whole holiday. The visibility had gone to absolutely nothing. You could only see like 5 yards in front of you. We were coming down a steep slope. This is like a graveyard now. There was bodies dropping left, right and centre. And this lady, anyway, so I lost control for a change, and so my skis and poles all came off. They were like way up the slope now, this stage, like 20 yards back. I shot down like a torpedo down. So on my back, head first, right? So looking backwards, head first, straight down. And I was like, oh shit. And I was traveling at speed again, like 30 kilometers an hour or something. I was like, how am I going to stop this? So I flipped onto my belly. And just I flipped onto my belly, right? I was like, all right, I'm going to stop here now. And I looked up, like, raised my head. And the next thing, I was about 2 yards away from just a woman just standing there, like, looking down the slope in panic because there was bodies falling everywhere and it was so tough to navigate that she just stopped to take a break, looking down the slope. And all I could see was her back. And, like, I just went, do you know what it's like now? Do you know those American football hits where you see a fella line up a fella from miles away and he comes in parallel and just absolutely crunches him? It was exactly like that, only lower. Like, I was at we'd say her knee height, like, and just I was like, oh shit, and absolutely clobbered her. She was not braced for impact at all, like the poor one, and I clobbered her into the back of the knees at like ferocious speed. I was like, oh my god, like I'm gonna be stuck with some hospital bill here. And the two of us then went travelling around the slope about another 20 yards. I managed to pick her up in there. She wasn't English in her, she didn't speak English, so we managed to communicate. I told her I was sorry and, you know, I'm very sorry, and ran back up, got all her stuff, brought it back down to her, and I managed to set her on her way anyway. And, you know,
oh, good eye.
I'm here today, like, with no major bill, and she skied for the 10 yards. I was able to see her ski off anyway, so hopefully injury free. If you're watching, madame, I'm
just had a
very
concussion.
sorry. Yeah, a concussion, and I'd say a cruciate rupture as well or something, I'd say, like, so that was a horrific note to end it on, right? I was rattled after that, like, I kind of...
You'd be wary of skiing, like,
I grannied my way down the slopes after that one, like, so that was a bad one, right? But
Jesus.
It happens in skiing, I suppose.
It does. You take that risk when you go up it.
Yeah, because, like, the people in front have the right of way, like, you know, because obviously they can't see behind them, like, but in that scenario, I was just headed for her like a torpedo. The slope just took me complete, like, I was at the mercy of Mother Nature, like, so I was just like a torpedo. And, like, when your body's going like that, like, you can't move it,
sway, like,
sure, you're just in a straight line. Yeah, so, sorry.
Geez, you're lucky there wasn't a fucking wall or anything, or a tree, like.
Oh, if it was, I'd be, genuinely, that would be in a bad situation, like, yeah. Sure, you saw what happened with Michael Schumacher a couple of years ago, like, I think he's still in trouble, is he?
He's still in a coma or something, isn't he? I think.
Yeah. See, I think he was skiing off pish, they call it. So pish is a trail, so like the slopes, we'll say. But then there's loads of guys who'll ski down in through these kind of mini trails through the trees. It's like way more hatchet, and the snow is like untouched. So I'd say it's unreal in there. But like you'd want to be a top skier to do it, like
advanced,
like the insurance you get and all that now is. It doesn't cover you off pish, like, you know, so, and inside there is like whatever chance you have hitting a tree on a slope, you kind of might near the side if you lost control near the side. Inside there, like, you're dodging trees, like, you know, so it's hatchet, like, so
shocking.
I think that's happened Schumacher, like, is it?
That was years ago, no, like, was it 2 or 3 years ago?
3 years back, yeah, but
Jesus,
yeah, brutal, yeah. So, any other buzz at you? No?
No, I suppose before we wrap it up, I just want to grab your predictions for the UFC. You going to watch it tonight?
Oh, yeah, who's fighting? I actually haven't paid attention. I know Cyborg's fighting. Who else is
Cyborg is fighting. I can't remember who she's fighting now. It's your one's debut anyway in the UFC. She's like hotly pipped. Like, Helwani is really excited for this one.
I saw he said it could be the biggest underdog of all time, yeah. Oh, yeah, she had one UFC thing I wanted to ask you about as well before we go. Go on.
Okay, perfect. Then you have Frankie Edgar and Brian Ortega. Okay. So Ortega's like undefeated in the UFC, and I think Edgar made a mistake here. Like, he should. I think with Holloway pulling out, I think Edgar should have just waited for Holloway. Like, what do you gain by I know you're taking a fight, but if he loses this fight, see you later. Like, you're not getting a title shot.
Holloway won then, yeah.
Like, if he loses to Ortega tonight, he says goodbye to his title shot. Like,
you reckon?
Yeah, it's a title eliminator now tonight.
Oh, jeez. But so, like, at the same time,
if he wins, then I know.
Unreal respect to him. Like, he's taking he's taking a risk that he probably don't need to take. Like, and that's what gains more fans, gains more traction, stuff like that. Like,
crazy.
Do you know? Like, if he wins now, he'll have more of a backing for the title fight. Like,
for the fight against Holloway.
But he's loved anyway, isn't he? Frankie is just like one of the most loved in the UFC. Like,
he is. Yeah. Sure, there's not a bad word to say against him, like, you know?
So, to be honest, on those two fights, Cyborg's a beast. I don't even know the other woman's name, so
I can't think of it. I've been watching The Embedded, like, I can't remember her name at all.
Yeah, there's 3 of them up, is there? I must watch them.
4, I think now. Another one just went up. Yeah, I've watched them all.
And then the Frankie Edgar one, Brian Ortega, never even saw him fight either, so...
Man, Ortega's a beast.
I'm not qualified to give a prediction, I don't think.
I think Cyborg and Ortega.
Yeah.
That's what I. Yeah.
You're
Ortega's a
fearing for
submission
Frankie.
king.
Yeah, is he?
Yeah. Oh, watch
Yeah.
him tonight, lad. I don't know who else is fighting then. I know there's some fella, Sean O'Malley or something, or.
Oh, is he the curly-haired kid who's a bit
Yeah,
wild? Yeah.
Yeah, he's fighting as well, so be cool to catch him, I
Are you going to sit
suppose.
up and watch it?
I usually just leave on the TV now in my room. I have a TV above here. I just I usually just leave that on now, like with the channel on or something.
Yeah.
And if I wake, I wake. If not, then I'll catch it in the morning or something.
So no alarm or nothing, like, just if your spidey senses just pick it up, like.
I'm off I wake, I'd say 3 or 4 times a night, like.
Jeez.
I'm off for that, like, so.
That's
if I catch it, I catch it.
Horrific. Yeah. If I catch it, I catch it. Spidey.
There's no. What's your question? Hit me with it.
Oh yeah, so I'm just gonna. How do I share my screen again? I'm gonna share my screen with you, pal.
Oh fuck! Here we go.
Share a window. Oh yeah. Oh, this is so cool. What can you see there now?
I can see McGregor's post, the best post I've ever seen in my life.
Am I gone?
No, you're next to me down here.
But am I am I in your screen as well?
Yeah. So my full screen now is of McGregor.
Yeah.
And then down in the bottom corner, there's half of me and half of you.
Oh, unreal. So yeah, McGregor. Just this post basically is what I want to share with you. I know you were talking about it during the week.
I think it's the best post I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So did you see I shared it on Twitter? I just said king, like just king.
King, yeah. So what you make, like, what's he saying? He's fighting again. Oh yeah, he put his name forward, step in to face Frankie when Max Holloway pulled out the UFC. Oh, I suppose first of all, he was told there wasn't enough time for the UFC to generate money.
Yeah, get the hype going.
That's probably fair enough from the UFC's point of view, right? I think because, like, how often does McGregor fight? Like 2 or 3 times a year max, and like how often has he fought in the last 2 years for them? Like once.
Once, I'd say, yeah.
Yeah, so they're definitely better off to wait, like. Because Frank Yeager as well isn't a guy who's probably gonna massively hype it with trash talk and stuff. You know, he's more of a respectable, probably going to be a Hall of Famer, decent fighter, Jersey kid. Like, you know, he's probably not going to engage in the smack talk as much as like Nate Diaz or someone would, like, or like Khabib. Like, I know he might have a kind of a dry attitude or a dry sense of humor, but like. He's still going to engage in it more. Like, he's got that Russian twist to it, like, you know, I'll kill you, like, you know, I'll come to your house in the middle of the night, I'll kill you, like, that kind of thing, like, you know.
That was such a Chinese accent, it was frightening.
Hey. So, anyway, I'm not good at accents. I tried the Bulgarian one last week and somebody told me I was Scottish. So, I think from the UFC's point of view, it's probably smart to hold off. Like, he's your cash cow. I'd wait for the right opportunity, like.
But imagine though, imagine last week now or the week before, if it came out like McGregor steps in facing Edgar, like everyone and their mother would have bought the pay-per-view, like.
Yeah, probably.
Do you know, I think there's something underlying there, like.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like, you could hype it massively in a short space of time, going like, wow, like, you know.
Do you know, like McGregor's come out of the blue, like he's come out of retirement as such, like. Do you know, he hasn't fought in UFC in how long to fight Edgar then, as he said there, look, taking out the final featherweight.
Yeah.
I'd say that's the one, like he does want to fight him, I suppose. Like, he's taking on Mendes, he's taking on Holloway, Aldo.
Yeah.
Only one that left is Edgar, like.
To be honest, I kind of thought featherweight, I presume he was done and dusted with it, like.
He could never go back down.
No, sure. He's
not after fighting that one.
Like.
He does, like. Never.
No.
But, like, I don't know what's the next move from, like. Was he half trolling as well, I think, like?
He could be, like, because he's a class A troll, like.
No. Sure. Did he offer to fight Edgar?
Maybe not, like. Maybe not. We see the UFC, whatever he says, they just have to take, because they have absolutely. Who else do they have? They have nothing. Like, John Jones is suspended.
Gone for fucking indefinitely, is it?
There's another hearing in March, the USADA one. He had one with like the commission the other day or whatever, and he got his license revoked and he had a $200,000 fine. But he's another one, which is a big one with USADA, I think, in March. Yeah. So I'd say you have to kind of wait till then. But like as well with him, he was like. Do you know, when he was in trouble before and stuff, there was like these tutorials and stuff you have to do, like, or you said a tutorial, sorry, and they were asking him, did he do them, like, and he didn't do them at all, like, his management watched him and signed off for him and all this stuff, so he just can't seem to help himself, like, But so he's
a
gone.
fucking idiot.
He's gone for the time being. Ronda's in the WWE. Like, who else are your major
Their golden
draws?
boy Ngannou just lost. Like,
they were hyping him up for ages. He just lost, so he's like, your champion is Stipe. Like, Stipe is not going to hype anything.
No, Cormier doesn't hype much.
Cormier is just known as a nice, respectable guy, and he's a good fighter. Like, who else do you have there? Like,
Woodley, the shittest fighter in the fucking.
Woodley has a chip on his shoulder. Like, he hates the UFC and like stuff. So, GSP. You think he's a shit fighter? I think he's good, boy. Like, are you basing that off the second Wonderboy fight? Like,
no, even the first Wonderboy fight. He's a boring bastard.
Like, Wonderboy, that was tactical. Like, Wonderboy is so scrap, dangerous. Like. If you get in, he's gonna just roundhouse kick you to the face, and it's done. Like, your title's gone, your whole world is shattered. You're the champion of the world. So I think there's a bit more to it than get in on a scrap. Like, but who else is there? GSP.
He's out now with some.
Yeah, he's out.
Colitis or something.
Demetrius Johnson, you know, like, you just can't knock anyone out. You're too small. And then who else is there? Holloway, but nobody sells like this fella. Like, so whatever he says, they just have to take on the chin.
Yeah,
they have to take it on the chin. Like, they're just like the. I saw Brendan Schaub say it one day. Oh, what did he call them? Like, you know, they're like the kind of pestering, like, bitch, like, or they're the pestering, they're the B-side anyway, like, do you know what I mean? Like, and they're kind of nagging, like, they're that nagger, like, hey, Connor, like, what's up? You know, do you want to fight?
Do this thing.
And Connor's like, nah, I'm good. And it's like, okay, Connor, we'll be in touch soon. Like, you know, it's all that, like, you know. So, yeah, I just don't think they can say anything to him. He can say whatever he wants. If that could be completely made up.
It could be.
They can't say a thing. Yeah. He just looks like a king anyway, no matter what. Like,
look at him, like, he does look like a champion there, like, doesn't he?
Yeah. Or, like, I used to love him and idolise him, given what's gone on in the recent 6 months, a year, and stories that have come out. I don't know if it was much time for him, but, like, great fighter and all that, like, so, and great smack talker. So, looking forward to seeing what happens. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you. What do you think is next from? What do you think he'll do?
He has to fight the winner of Khabib and Tony, is it? That has to be the next move. But I think, like, that's what the UFC want, but I think the next one for him is Nate.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Nate trilogy has to happen. Like, I think that's what's going to happen first. Because he's been stripped of his title, so he won't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He'll let the two boys fight. He'll fight Nate, and then he'll go up and fight the winner of that and take them out. And
that's exactly what I think will happen as well. Like, neither of the two, he's not guaranteed a win against either of those two boys, like, do you know?
Yeah, it depends. Like, with Khabib, he needs to keep it on the feet. Like,
does he what? If Khabib gets him to the ground, it's over in fucking 2 minutes.
A minute.
Yeah. So he needs to keep it on the feet. Khabib wrestles bears, like, so.
Khabib has a small bit of a glass chin as well, like.
Yeah, and his striking's mediocre. But
do you know, so if McGregor can land there with Ferguson, then, like, Ferguson's good on the ground as well. But, like, I think he'd want to engage on the feet with McGregor, like, to show that, like, I can stand with you, and I don't know, would he be able to, like, so McGregor now?
He's definitely a better route to go to Nate one, because that doesn't even need hyping, like, you know, it's the trilogy, it's one all, it sells itself, like, they're both gonna smack talk, you know, Nate's been out ever since as well, like, so, I presume they'll do the 55 or something, like, will they? Do you know,
I think they will,
McGregor now, he'll be like, we've done it at 70 twice now, you'll come down, like, or, do you know, I know Nate's a 55 anyway for most of his career, like, but
that'll be a tough cut for Nate, like.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'd say that's the route. Like, when are the boys fighting? The boys are fighting in March or April, are they?
Yeah, and April, I think.
They're saying McGregor's going to fight in September now, so that's do you know, if they fight and then he's fighting the winner, sure, like,
it's a long wait.
Then you're talking December, the New Year's card or something like that, by the time McGregor actually fights one of them, so I don't know. And
McGregor's going to be at their fight.
Is he?
Yeah,
sure, of course.
The Russian Hammer by Artem. He's fighting on the card.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's on that card, so McGregor's going to be at it.
Where's it on?
Where is it on now is a good question. Is it? I don't know. Fuck it. I haven't a clue. Boston, maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. Cool. So, yeah, that's kind of what I was asking.
Yeah, I think, that's his next route. Diaz 3, maybe in September, August, and then the boys in December. That's his route.
I think he kind of needs a win, like.
He does, yeah.
Because, like, I know it's boxing and he lost to Mayweather, but he done well considering and stuff. But, like, if he loses one, like, let's say he loses to Nate. Like, if he loses to Nate, can you still give him a title shot? I suppose he's probably promised it, like, or he probably can, like.
Yeah,
still, like,
or he'd get it either way, like Dana's his little bitch, like.
Yeah. Yeah, still though, like, imagine he lost to Nate and then he has to fight Khabib. That becomes a ridiculous fight then. Do you know?
But the hype then surrounding that would be up again, like.
But then, like, let's say Khabib mauls him and it's over in the first round. What happens then, like?
He'd retire, I'd say.
Do you reckon? Off into the sunset, take the money and go.
Take your money and go.
But you're
losing 2 in a row.
Your legacy then is shattered, I think, like.
But that's the beauty of fighting, like, isn't it? If he wins those 2 fights, his legacy is cemented as the all-time great. Then, like,
yeah.
Loses 2 of them, it's gone.
Yeah.
No. It's kind of like risk over reward or reward over risk or whatever.
I suppose, yeah, that's one thing he'll always get remembered for is taking the risks, like, you know.
It says it here on the poster. Anytime, anyway, anywhere.
You're a massive fanboy, like.
That's Conor,
like. Massive fanboy, like.
He's the best ever, like. He's the best ever.
I say you wouldn't mind a night out with him. Massive fanboy, boy.
I can't even deny it, like. I actually can't.
I'd like to see you and Conor now on a night out, boy. Sniffles there, yeah? So, yeah. Look, bro.
That's it, I suppose. This is going to be a nightmare for you to upload, I'd say.
Sure, we'll try anyway. Look, the internet down here in Middleton is sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. It held up last night for the FIFA, although it cost me a goal or 2 I reckon. So.
Oh, shut up. We're going again now after this.
We'll have to go again, yeah. Perfect. All right, brother. So, yeah. Cheers.
Thanks
for calling.
For the blast. I suppose I'm going to watch it.
I was about to call it the blast from the past. The beast from the east is still here and is going to be here for another day or 2. So that's why we did a Skype call today.
Yeah.
And we're going to be back next week. Guest.
Grinding hard.
Grinding. And looking forward to getting back into it, really, because we've had a couple of weeks off. Look forward to getting back into Dadbod Challenge.
Can't wait for this.
No.
Can't wait for the gym. No, nothing else. Just thanks for everybody for watching.
Can't wait for it. Yeah. Thanks everybody for watching.
If you've lasted this 45 minutes, we appreciate it. You know, love as always.
Shit.
Be sure to.
I'm still sharing my screen here, am I? Jesus Christ. Yeah. Sure. Brutal.
We'll come back on there for the last bit.
Yeah. Can you see me there now again?
I can. Yeah. Jeez, boy, you're tech savvy. I tell you that.
So yeah, brilliant. If you enjoyed this, please share, subscribe. Do you know what? We'll ask for one thing. Will you subscribe? If you're watching this and you're here, subscribe to our YouTube. Do you know, I think it's better rather than just banging out like, share, subscribe. Just like bang, 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 like fuck off, boys. Like, do you know?
Yeah.
If you're watching this, we'd enjoy if you subscribe to our YouTube channel. You don't even need a YouTube account. Just even if you have a Gmail, you can just log into your Gmail, then go to YouTube in a new tab, and you can just subscribe to the Frankly Nuts podcast. And you know,
why wouldn't you want to see us every week? These 2 boys every week chatting shit.
We've hit 330 there now, so we're 500 is the next milestone goal to hit.
Yeah.
Like, so hopefully we get there.
Please God.
All right, brother. I'll see you on the FIFA screen, pal.
Yeah. Can't wait to beat you again. Take it easy.
Right, take it easy, brother.
Go for 4 in a row. Go on. Take it easy. Bye.